Thanks a lot, Larry. Well, it's perfect weather if you want to go up to Grassy Creek, maybe not so much south of Houston right now. Heavy rain is falling. Now, most of the heavy rain for this unknown entity is really falling out in the Gulf. This is actually known as Potential Tropical Cyclone 1, or we can just call it 1. It does not have yet the characteristics of a tropical depression, even though the winds are there. Winds need to reach 40 miles per hour sustained with a bunch of boxes checked for it to become a tropical storm. Now, could it? Will it? Well, the National Hurricane Center is still saying yes per the 8 a.m. update, but this is a thin area of real estate. Literally, its center circulation is directly over the Gulf, but it's only 10 miles offshore. And land is not a hurricane, a tropical cyclone's friend. So this is going to be a really close call. But I want to ditch the name. I want to ditch PTC1. I want to ditch 1 or would be Arthur if that is the case, because the impacts are all the same. At most, we're talking about maybe just a gustier wind. The rain is the biggest issue because this low pressure system right here is eventually going to race inland. So all this heavy rain that is currently in the Gulf not causing any issues will cause a major issue for Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, panhandle of Florida, and then up through Georgia, and then we're next in line later on Thursday. So here's our futurecast. This is what you care about. Today, there's the slightest outside chance. I have less than 10 to even 5% chance for a pop-up shower. I think it's mainly be a darker cloud bottom today, but by tomorrow, that's going to change. Tomorrow is also going to be a really windy day. By tomorrow morning, you're even going to notice a warmer breeze rolling in. It's also going to be a muggy day as well, so you can feel the difference in the air, but gusts up to 25 miles per hour for the morning and gusts up to 35 miles per hour for the afternoon. That's outside of any thunderstorm possibilities, because by the late afternoon heading into the evening, we actually do have a severe weather window. And here's what it looks like. Any storm that pops up during the afternoon, isolated, yeah, it could bring some gusty winds, maybe some hail, but it's when they start to glom together that's going to be the bigger issue. So I think it's really anywhere between about 6 and midnight, you're going to have some scattered storms. So let's call it isolated storms for the afternoon, scattered for the evening, and by the overnight, it completely takes over. This is 4 a.m. The biggest change that I've seen in the forecast is this keeps on shifting to the north or to the south. As of right now, if you live along the I-85 corridor in areas south, you're going to see a decent soaking. All of us, I think, see rain, but it just depends on where the heaviest rain is going to set up. So this also brings a scenario that we could have a really gusty start to the day, so hands on 10 and 2 for the Friday morning, but that means a lot of incidents, I think, are going to happen because of how wet the roads are going to be, significant ponding with all of this rain. So just keep that in mind. A lot of rain to start off your Friday morning, also with some gustier winds. Once you get to around noon, lunchtime, we will have a chance for a last hurrah for a storm or two. That pushes its way down to the southeast, and then we're clearing out, we're drying out, heading into the weekend. It's technically a holiday weekend for dads, I guess. For Father's Day, that is officially on Sunday. But this is the time of year that things start to repeat themselves. High temperatures in the upper 80s to the lower 90s each day. And then eventually, starting next week, we turn on the 20% chance. I call it the Florida effect. Each and every afternoon, you have a chance for a thunderstorm to pop up. But the best chances for rain, I'm going to repeat myself, will be overnight Thursday. Heading into Friday, outside of that, it's pretty much just summer weather as usual.